Hello, this is teacher Oscar. Welcome to another video for the preparation for the CENEVAL exam of Licenciatura en Enseñanza del Inglés. And tonight we have the topic of phonetics, phonology, and the IPA, and the difference, the classification of sounds. Okay, so let us start first by identifying the difference between phonetics and phonology. As it says here on the document, phonetics belong to descriptive linguistics, studies the production, transmission, and reception of sound, and does not study one particular language. On different words, we could say that phonetics is just the study of the sounds that we produce as humans in order to communicate, but only sounds. Unlike phonology, which belongs to theoretical linguistics, studies different patterns of sounds in different languages, and it can study one specific language. Therefore, we have phonetics, which is the study of the sounds themselves, and phonology, which is the study of those sounds or how those sounds work together to create a language that we have. Therefore, if we study phonetics, we're only going to study the different sounds for all the sounds that human beings can produce when speaking on any language. But if we study phonology, we can have English phonology, Spanish phonology, Japanese phonology, etc. So therefore, it is important to understand this difference regarding the CENEVAL exam, because we're going to be checking the phonetics that belong to the English phonology. Having said that, let me show you the phonemic chart, which is something that you should memorize, and there is a video that is going to be I'm going to upload a video regarding just the phonemic chart and its use and sounds, alright? But it is important that we understand that the phonemic chart for the English language includes 12 vowels, specifically for the British English. All right, it includes diphthongs and it also includes consonants. And then every one of these sounds, the vowels, including diphthongs, are going to have a different classification, as well as consonants will be classified into different forms. All right, so in order to say that, we're going to check this last presentation, which is the classification of sounds. All right, I need to say that the classification of sounds of consonants specifically takes three forms. It takes place of articulation, which is where in the vocal tract you are producing the obstruction of the sound. We know that a consonant is a sound that is being obstructed by some part of our vocal tract. All right, so place of articulation is where in our vocal tract we are obstructing the sound. Then manner of articulation, which is which part of our vocal tract we are using to produce and how we are using them, all right? If we are producing the sound through our nose, through our lips, with the palate and the ridge of the teeth, etc. Okay, and finally, the consonants are classified into voicing. Let me just go back a little bit into the IPA. And voicing refers to the vibration that we produce when we say a sound. For example, let me show you two sounds. This one, which sound is p, and this one, which sound is v. Now, these two consonants have different voicing. This first symbol is an unvoiced or voiceless consonant because it does not produce any vibration in any of the parts of our vocal tract. So we only say p, and there is no vibration. But if we say this other consonant, v, we can feel the vibration in our lips. So that is the voicing, all right? Then again, for consonants, we have voicing, place of articulation, and manner of articulation, all right? In order to understand that, we're going to check the different classification of consonants. It is important that you check these diagrams because in the CENEVAL exam, you're going to be presented with the different diagrams, and on the multiple choice, you're going to have to select the right symbol from the IPA that belongs to the correct diagram. So this is why this information is really crucial for the first part of the exam. Let me make it a little bit bigger. So we have then bilabial plosive. What does that mean? Well, bilabial It means the place of articulation, where the two lips. Okay, that's why it's called bilabial. And plosive refers to how we produce the sound. It's like explosive, right? And we have the two sounds that I just referred to, p and v. Okay, those two sounds are bilabial plosive. So it is important that you, if it's possible, memorize these classifications as they come in the exam. Bilabial plosives. Then we have alveolar plosives, and you can see this part of a vocal tract is the tongue, the tip of the tongue touching the palate. All right, so we have alveolar plosives, t, d. Okay, the next one we have then velar plosives, and we can see in the vocal tract diagram that is the back part of the tongue touching the back or the soft palate, and we have k, g. So if it's possible, try to be aware of the movement of your vocal tract, the movement of your tongue to the back part. So it's doing g. So check and be aware how your tongue is moving backwards, upwards, back upwards. All right, so just try to do the sounds k, g. All right, so you can see there, and it's plosive because it's how we blow the air outside. It's kind of explosion, but doing the obstruction into our back part of a tongue with the soft palate. All right, so it's velar plosive. And then we have labiodental fricative, all right? And we have these two sounds, v. Just like the first example, the first sound is an unvoiced because it does not produce any vibration, and the second one is voiced because it does vibration. So we have labiodental because we have the tip, the teeth, and the lip. Okay, in order to produce these two sounds, is the upper teeth and the lower lip. Okay, so there we are with the labiodental fricatives. All right, let me go to the next. From now on, let me just continue and let me just go on and show you. Try to memorize this. And just to remind you, this document is going to be found in the description of the video, as well as many other documents which you can purchase if you click on the link below, and you can get all the summaries for all the topics that belong to the preparation for the CENEVAL theoretical exam for Licenciatura en Enseñanza del Inglés. All right, let me continue then. Interdental fricative, as you can see, it is the two teeth, upper and lower teeth, and the tongue is in the middle. All right, and we have this one, which is the sound for a th. All right, and this one, which is also the sound for a th, but it sounds more like a th. All right, so this one is and this one is th. Okay, so there we go. Interdental fricatives. Then alveolar and palate alveolar fricatives. Okay, so here we have s, which is an unvoiced sound, z, which is a voiced sound, sh, and zh. Okay, so all of these sounds are produced here. It's alveolar and palate alveolar. So it is almost touching the palate, but it is not. It's likely just touching it and a little bit behind both upper and lower teeth. Okay, let me go on to the next one. We have velar plosives. All right, here they are. We have labiodental. Oh, I think I went up. Sorry. Okay, here it is. Glottal fricative. Okay, this is the H, the sound for the H. This is, remember, just this is not the letter. This is the symbol that produces the sound. Okay, which is it's glottal because the obstruction comes here in the glottis. All right, so we have that sound there, and then we have bilabial nasal. Okay, bilabial nasal. Why? Because we have the two lips and we blow the air through our nose. Okay, and let's go to the next one. Alveolar nasal. All right, so because it is the tip of the tongue is touching the front palate, and we are producing the sound for the letter N. And finally, velar nasal, which is the back part of the tongue touching the soft palate and blowing the air through our nose. And this is the sound for ing or for nk ending, the words endings in ing or nks. For example, working, this is the sound for it, okay? Let me continue. Alveolar, just alveolar, which is the letter L, or the sound for the letter L. Postalveolar, which is the symbol for the letter R. Then, well, that's all for the classification of sound, of consonants. Then let's check the classification of vowels, which is a little bit different than the consonants. If consonants are obstructed sounds, vowels are open sounds, right? We do not obstruct in any form the air when we are speaking or when we are pronouncing a vowel. But vowels are divided into different forms. It is divided into high, mid, and low according to the position of our tongue when we say the vowel. But it also divided into front, center, or back, which is how we are opening our mouth. All right, so let's say here we have the sound for E, okay, which is the same for the word meat. E. Okay, now be aware of your mouth and how you're pronouncing it. E, which is a high, because your tongue goes high, and it's also because it's front, because your lips are going like to the front. E, E, E. All right, now, unlike that one, we have oo. Now it's back because your lips go rounded, okay? Go like contracted, like ooh. Okay, this is the sound for ooh. Now we have, these are high, center ones. We have e, like the one we have in Spanish, e for met. We have the schwa sound, like about, about. Okay, oh. That's the schwa sound, and we have the o for sword. Okay, so check how you move your tongue. E is in the center. It's in the center and it's in the front, like very stretched lips. So met. The schwa, it's kind of rounded lips, but not too rounded or not too open. So it's just like oh is the schwa sound. It's in the center. Or oh, totally rounded. So it's a center mid vowel. So we have sword, oh. Finally, we have the last classification of vowels, which are ah. Now check how your tongue goes down. That's what is a low vowel, ah. But at the same time, your lips are kind of open, like with the e or with the e. You go like sorry, that's the normal cat. Okay, then we have a center one, like dumb, or cup, bar. All right, so it's in the center. And finally, we have the back part, lower back, pot, 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 ah. All right, so these are the classification of vowels and the classification of sounds. Again, like I said, you can find this PDF document in the description of a video, and if you want to get the rest of them, you can just click on the link and purchase the 60 documents for summaries of all the CENEVAL preparation for the theoretical exam for Licenciatura en Enseñanza del Inglés. Okay, also, if you would like to purchase the preparation course in Google Classroom, you can also find the description below, find the link in the description below, and you can have your self-study course to prepare for that exam. Also, if you would like to contact me, there is a WhatsApp group there that you can click on from your cell phone and have access straight to send me a message. And do not forget to join the Facebook group. All right, that's all for this video. Thank you very much, and let's wait until the next one. Thanks. Have a good night.